Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. This episode is a little love letter to anyone standing at the edge of something new, something uncertain, something that both excites you and terrifies you. Oh goodness, of course Enid is here chiming in and making sure that with today's episode, what's today's theme? Burn brighter. And she definitely agrees to burn brighter. It's all about choosing passion over fear. Not because it's easy, but because it's worth it. Whether you're facing a creative challenge, stepping into a new chapter, or simply trying to show up for yourself even more boldly, I really hope this speaks to your heart in the way that it's been speaking to mine lately. So let's take a deep breath. This is your space, and let's begin. Now, let's be honest. Fear is loud. It's persistent. It shows up in the most inconvenient moments. Right before you speak up, right before you say yes, right before you actually try something that matters to you. Fear says things like, who do you think you are? What about if you fall? What about if you look foolish? What about if you're not ready? And listen, fear thinks it's protecting you. Because, of course, we're going back to the survival mode of life. It is a survival setting. It is. But if we're thinking about growth in a creative, emotional, and soulful sense, fear often just keeps us small. So, passion, on the other hand, doesn't always shout. Sometimes it just nudges. Sometimes it just whispers. It just literally says in the smallest voice ever, hey, this means something. Hey, try anyway. Hey, there's more of you on the other side. It doesn't always promise ease, but it does promise meaning, aliveness, growth, and that's why we choose it. Even when shaking hands, when we're just, oh my gosh, just tumbling all over. Cut to me last night. Even when fear is still in the room. Because when we know that if we follow our passion, we will meet a version of ourselves we've never seen before. And that version might just change everything. Now, for this lesson that has been unfolding for me in real time, as always, of course, through something that honestly I've never expected to change me so deeply. My choir. When I first joined, joined, am I going to be on the charts someday? Manifesting, predicting the future? That's so Raven. Okay, so when I first joined, I wasn't entirely sure what I was walking into. I knew I wanted to sing. I knew I needed connection, but I just didn't know how much of myself I meet in that space. This choir, Vocal Corps Barcelona, has become something sacred, not because it's perfect, but because it's safe. It's magic. It's a place where people are allowed to be messy, bold, shy, broken, and brilliant all at once. It is a space that invites you to step out of your comfort zone without forcing you. It waits, it welcomes, it celebrates. So yeah, in April we had a smashing concert, which was my first time ever performing on stage. My goodness freaking gracious. The lights, the sound, the adrenaline, the feeling of being so completely in it, so deeply present is indescribable. There's literally no words that can fully capture the fire in my chest and the peace in my soul all at once. Was I nervous? Absolutely. Hey, I did it anyway, and I couldn't be any more proud. I've never been prouder. And once again, not just about the performance, but about the choice of showing up. The choice. What accent is, what is this? I feel like Jake Peralta from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Choice, nice, however he says it. Anyways, the choice of showing up. That one decision changed something in me. It reminded me that courage doesn't always feel like confidence. Sometimes it just feels like breathing through the fear and doing it anyway. So, what made that moment possible wasn't just inner willpower. It was the environment. In that particular case, the choir. But also for me on a daily basis is whatever I curate, C-U-R-A-T-E-D, curated, and created. Curated? I don't know how to say that word. But both of the words are correct in this case. Whatever it is that I've invested my time and energy to in my environment, that also helps to make things possible. And not only to survive, not only to compete, but also truly thrive. There's something powerful about being in a space where not only others believe in you, but also where you believe in yourself. Like, it mirrors back your strength when you've forgotten how to see it. Like, when you are in your room, when you are in your safe space, whether that's on stage or off stage or wherever the heck you declare your safe space to be, that right there is extremely important, to surround yourself with the purest light and abundance and fun and safety for you to see yourself thriving. That's where the real growth begins, when you feel safe enough to be seen as you are. That is when the fall turns into flight. Now, let's pause here for a quick second. Why does choosing passion over fear matter so much? Because what we practice, we become. If we practice fear, we become smaller. We start avoiding things that bring us joy. We silence our voice before it even has a chance to speak. But when we practice passion, even in the tiniest waves, we become expansive. We take up space. We begin to believe that what we feel, what we create, what we dream about matters. When you lead with passion, you create a life that feels like yours, not someone else's expectations, not fear script, yours. You don't need to wait until you feel 100% ready, because you're never going to feel 100% ready. You just need to feel that spark, that little tiny yes in your chest, and be willing to follow it, even if your hands are troubling. So yeah, this past season has taught me growth often comes with both a fall and a flight. There are moments where I've stumbled, moments where I doubted, moments where I've obviously soared, where everything aligned, even if it's just for a second. I felt more me than ever before. I used to think falling meant I was failing, but now I see falling as a rhythm of rising. You fall, you learn, you rise again. You fall, you fly, you land somewhere new. And sometimes the scariest step ends up being the one that unlocks the most beautiful chapter. And yeah, so now we're preparing for our next concert now in June, just around the corner. And this time I'm stepping in with more groundedness, more trust. Not because the fear is gone, it's not. But because I've learned that I can carry it and I still choose joy. I learned that passion and fear can exist in the same room. But I'm the one that holds the mic. So this time, I'm walking in with my eyes open, my heart full, and my voice ready. Not perfect, believe me. I am learning. Not fearless, because I'm always learning, but ready. Ready, because I feel ready, because I want to do that for myself. And I want that for you too. Whatever stage you're about to step on, whether it's a literal stage or a metaphorical one, know this. You can be afraid and still do the thing. You can be uncertain and still be brilliant. You can burn brighter than the fear that tries to dim you. Now, yeah, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with a few gentle prompts because, of course, I love journaling and prompting and having a quiet moment. So think to yourself, what's something I've been afraid to do, but secretly want to try? Where has fear been running the show in my life lately? What does it look like or feel like to choose passion in one small way this week? Who or what makes me safe enough to grow? There's no rush. There's no pressure. Just reflect. Just awareness. That's all. That's where it all begins. So here's the heartbeat of everything I've said today. Let it settle into your bones. May your passion burn brighter than your fear. May your fire speak louder than the doubts. May your courage take root in the soil of community, and may your story unfold in a brave, most beautiful way than ever before. Because you're not behind. Because you're not late. You're right on time. And I'm so proud of you for listening, for trying, for being there. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to spend this time with me. I really hope this episode fills you up even brighter and leaves you with a feeling, a little bit more lit up, a little bit more brave, and a whole lot more you. Now, until next time, stay bold, stay tender, keep singing your song, hug tighter, love stronger, always believe. Peace out. Love you all, Team Flyer. Ariadna.